All right, let's unpack this real fast. Gilbert Burns has taken to social media to give an apology to George Masvidal. Do you guys know what that's about? Without me saying anything else, do you know what this is about? Okay. So, those guys get done fighting. Gilbert goes to the post-fight press conference. And, you're not yourself in those moments. You're high. Right, you are hot. Everything's great. Whatever you say, you think other people are going to like. It's going to be funny. It's one of these moments where just everything is wonderful. And I only say that because Gilbert's not trying to take it back. Sure, you can take it back. Of course you can. We wouldn't expect you to be at your best in that moment, but should he take it back? And I'm talking about Gilbert claimed, George Masvidal had cheated for the fight. And he said that he was greased. He said, I couldn't get anything. My hands, I'm slipping right off of him. The reason I'm slipping off him is because he was greased. You could see it when you looked at him. You could see he was shiny. And then Gilbert Burns went on to tell us how to do that. And I've heard of this. I've heard of this many times, which is you go shower. Here's what Gilbert Burns said, that you shower for 10 minutes. You put lotion on, you let it dry. You wait an hour. You go back and you shower again for 10 minutes. Nice and hot. You put lotion on. You come out, you let it dry. You go back in after an hour and you do this 4 or 5 times. With the theory being that the lotion will soak into your skin. So then you're dry when you're checked at the check-in center, but when you get a sweat going, it comes out your pores. I've heard this. Is it true? Is it true? It doesn't make sense to me. I must tell you. That doesn't make sense to me because you're going to warm up in the back. You're going to warm up in the back. You're going to go to the check-in center with a sweat. Nobody gets into the ring cold. So it's a very weird concept that you can somehow get past the officials, get into the ring, get the sweat going, and then be slippery. I just don't get it. Perhaps it does happen. I hear that guys do this in grappling all the time. I hear that they will take one bath. I mean, George, the way that Gilbert laid this plan out, it's a whole bunch of showers. Hot showers, meaning it opens up your pores, and then it's lotion. I had just heard get into a bath with baby oil. Just soak in that. When you get out, you're fine. You're dry, it'll sink into your pores. When you get onto the mat, it'll come out after the check-in. So, I mean, I've heard these things. But I don't know that I believe them to be true. And moreover, is it cheating? I mean, for heaven's sakes, a guy is allowed to put lotion on dry skin, isn't he? Now, he can't do it within a certain amount of time. By example, when you report to the arena, you cannot have lotion in your bag. If you take lotion out of your bag, you start putting, they could, I've never heard of it, but they could find some kind of infraction. I don't know that there is an infraction if you do it prior. I'm asking a question, though. I don't believe that having lotion on your body is prohibited. And if it is prohibited, there still has to be a time frame. What if I did it yesterday? Well, it's okay yesterday. Okay, but that's my point. If it's okay yesterday, then we're admitting that there's a time frame. So if I do it any time prior to reporting, am I okay? I would think so. And I only bring that to you because you can't use the word cheating unless something's against the rules. And that always seems to be one where people think there's wordplay or there's a game. There's not. It has to be against the rules to qualify as cheating. Anderson Silva. First time I squared off with him was UFC 117. And Anderson would come to the ring, dry as could be, just like everybody, just like you're supposed to. They'd put Vaseline on your forehead. Anderson would get into the ring, and he would take that Vaseline, and he would put it on his body. He would put it on his body, right? So that he's now greased. He's now greased, and he's done it in front of the world, and it is very clearly in the bylaws that you can't do it. So what do? And they got the commission involved. The commission got involved in this. This got called to their attention. He had done it other times, but they called it to his attention right there. And the commission made a ruling on it. And they said, you were allowed above your eyebrows a certain amount of grease. That amount is determined by the official who's applying it. But you are allowed that. What you do with that is completely up to you. That is what they ruled. That ruling in 2009 exists today. They can put it on you, and whatever that is, you can then do whatever you want. Now, Anderson was always putting it here. That's why I never knew if he was actually doing it for a competitive advantage. The smart move, just if you want to know, if you're ever looking to cheat and you want to grease, you put the grease right in the back of your neck, right underneath your hair, right in the back of your neck. Every fighter, every time, will grab the guy by the back of the neck. It's called a collar tie. But whether you're taking him down, you're coming to a can opener situation, whether you're on your feet, you're doing the dirty box, whether you clinch, you move around, your hand will always come to his collar. Everybody in every fight. So that's where you put the grease. Now he pulls his hand. Now you got the grease on his hand. Now you've won. As soon as you grease your opponent's hand, you've now won. It doesn't matter where he touches you now. You've effectively now painted him. So I only bring that to you because when Anderson wiped it on his chest, and I was never going to attack his chest. Never have attacked his chest. Fought him twice. Never considered attacking his chest. So I also, but I must tell you, I've never known if he was doing it for a competitive advantage. If he was doing it attempting to cheat, then we got clarification on the rule and it turned out there wasn't cheating, or if that was just a mannerism. You know, guys do weird things. Remember Rashad used to rub his chest, and then his teammates all started rubbing their chest when they it was really, really weird. Guys do really, really weird things. To this day, I don't know if Anderson was trying to break a rule, but I bring that to you because Gilbert came out, he apologized to Masvidal. Masvidal spoke on. Masvidal said, man, I've never cheated in my life. And I can tell you, at least from a Ped standpoint, he's telling the truth. I have never seen Masvidal do anything dirty. I've never seen him grab fences. I've never seen him poke eyes. He's never put a substance in his body. And he came out, he took offense to it and said, man, I've never cheated in my life. He pushed back on that word. I think that Gilbert did the right thing. He came and apologized, and Gilbert said, I have no proof of this. I have no proof. This is what I thought. I have no proof. He's a great fighter. Wish I wanted to have said that. Cool. Cool. I'm sure Masvidal will accept that apology and even appreciate it. I'm just asking, what part of it was illegal? I mean, with what rule? With what rule? It said that he showered and he lotioned. Okay, well, that's only two things. And we know you can shower. So now we're down to one thing. We're down to one thing. Can you put lotion on prior to reporting to the venue? I've never heard this called on. I've never seen anybody check for it. I don't know. If he did, I don't know that was cheating. Interesting. And I also don't know that it would work. Why? Because I take a hot shower and my pores open. Why if I put lotion? Why would it come out later? And why when I warm up in the back, isn't that the later? Isn't it now gone? You warm up in one shirt, and you change your shirt, you put a new shirt on for your walkout, so you look uniform. I don't get it. Is this a thing? Help me to cheat? Help me to be better at cheating. Is this a thing? Is this something that actually works?